Einstok Icelandic Toasted Porter.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I have got one from the Einstok Brewery based in Iceland, and it's their Toasted Porter. I tried two of theirs yesterday. I tried their Icelandic White Ale, which was their attempt at a sort of a wheat beer, and the Pale Ale, I think it was. The Icelandic Pale Ale. And they weren't bad. And today I've got a third offering from them, and that is the Toasted Porter. Never tasted this one before. Saw it on the I think it was Beers of Europe, maybe. Yeah, Beers of Europe, and they had that in stock, so I thought I would get some, quite reasonably priced as well. So that completes the trio of what they've got. So let's stop gassing and let's see what all this is about. Okay, it is a bottle of Icelandic Toasted Porter. It is from the Einstok Brewery based in Iceland. It says brewed with Icelandic roasted coffee. Okay, so that will give you an indication of what it's trying to achieve. It's 330ml and it's 6% ABV. On the back it says, with clear notes of toffee and dark chocolate, this porter is roasty and rich, offering a medium body that is robust yet smooth on the palate. Toasted and chocolate malts give it a sinister black colour, but it's easy to drink taste, will have you believing that there's no more need to be afraid of the dark. Oh, more nonsense anyway. And then it's just got a little bit about it. Don't drink if you're pregnant or you're a fat bird, and the usual caper. Let's get it open and let's see what is in there. Right, I do like the caps on these bottles. I got two crossed axes, which, being a metalhead, I think that is rather nifty. One for the collection. Right, on the nose, what are we getting? I've found this with all the beers I've tried in this range, the other two anyway. The aromas are very faint. So what I'm getting from this is, as it's described, I'm getting roasted malt, a bit of toffee, and coffee aromas, which I suppose is what you'd expect from a porter. Let's get it into the glass and see what's going on. Here it is in the glass. I'm wondering what they've. Does it say it's got? Contains malted barley. Yeah. No ingredients, unfortunately. I was wondering whether they put oats or anything in it. Anyway. Oh, it just says contains malted barley. Alright, well, what are we getting on the nose out of the glass? I have to say, their malts do smell nice. They're roasted. There's a touch of coffee on there. And a little touch of toffee malt, but it's mainly the roasted malt that's coming through on there. Fair bit of carbonation, half finger head, and that is very, very dark indeed. I can just about see a very dark ruby sort of colour at the bottom. Let's get this out of the glass and down my fat neck. Cheers. That's quite nice. Fair bit of coffee on that, and dark chocolate too. The aftertaste is sort of dark chocolate and coffee. Quite a smooth mouthfeel, and it is quite full-bodied as well. And that is something that I noticed from the other two that I tried yesterday. They do get the body just right on these. Very nice indeed. Very strong coffee and chocolate malt on that, but it goes down really nice. And I've had this in the fridge, so it's probably colder, or a touch colder than it should be served at, but I have to say it is very nice indeed. It's not overpowering, which some of these porters can be really strong, and you do get some coffee porters that they just, you know, you may as well be drinking cold coffee. And I think it sort of defeats the object of it, really. I do like some bitterness on it, but I like the dark chocolate malt, and I like the, in certain cases, you know, where they put the lactose in, and it does give it like a coffee type flavour. But when you start adding coffee, you can get it really wrong. And I've tasted a few craft brewed porters and stouts, you know, they call them coffee stouts, some of them, especially when I was in America. There was a couple of coffee stouts I tried, and it was, the bitterness on it, it was just way over the top. So it is quite easy to get it wrong, but I think they've got the balance just right on this one. Yeah, it's good. And for a porter, I've tasted porters as well that have got very weak sort of bodies to them, almost watery. This hasn't. This is almost like a stout. If they'd called it stout, I'd say, yeah, that's sort of in keeping with, you know, the Irish type stout. This could almost pass for one. Maybe not with the excessive, you know, roasted malts in it, but it's got the body of one anyway. But it's really nice. Very smooth drinking indeed. Again, this was another thing I found from their offerings. Super smooth. The white ale, which was imitating a Vit beer, the body on that was absolutely perfect. They put oats in it, and I'm not sure whether they put oats in this. I'm sort of half guessing that they have, because it has got a really nice mouthfeel to it. Super smooth, full bodied as well. Really good. You don't get any of the carbonation, and in my opinion, that's how a porter should be. It shouldn't have masses of carbonation. Same for stout as well. Remember, I tried the Guinness stout out of a bottle, the original, and the carbonation on it was insane, and it ruined it for me. But this is the exact opposite. Super smooth, really nice. I'd imagine if you're an ardent Guinness drinker, you'd like this as well. This has got, it's got the body of Guinness, and it's got the smoothness of Guinness, but it's just got so much more flavour to it as well. Really nice. Really impressed with this. We do get some of that toasted malt, or roasted malt, whatever you want to call it, giving it that chocolate type, chocolate bitterness, dark chocolate bitterness on it. But it's not overpowering. It's quite subtle. Really good. Really impressed with that. Sometimes, as I say, you can go way over the top with the coffee flavourings, but they've got this balance just perfect, and I really like that. So what's the verdict? Well, to be honest, I really didn't know what to expect with this, but I have to say I'm really impressed, and this is going down very nicely indeed. It's 6%, so whether you'd want a session now or not is up to you, but it's very, very easy drinking. It's super smooth, full of flavour, real nice body to it. To be honest, I can't find fault with it. That is really nice, and I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. I'm that impressed with it. I've had craft beer in a 330ml can, or craft porters in a 330ml can that are just nowhere near this, but they seem to have got this spot on. The Icelandic white ale that they had, and the pale ale, were okay, but I think this is the best of the bunch so far. Out of them three, this has impressed me the most. Really nice, and I will probably get this again. So yeah, well done, Einstok. It's pronounced Einstok, and Einstok in Icelandic means special. And to be honest, that is quite a special porter that I really like. So yeah, 9 out of 10, recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.